detox allow you?
Really, water. I mean, if you're looking at
So you're not eating anything?
no, actually, a good
soup, clear soup,
a good detox, or a good detox is actually going to try and take most things out of your system that are going to be toxic to you or that you may be allergic to. So you'll have fruits, you'll have vegetables that are allowed, you'll have some certain proteins that are allowed in there, but most red meat's going to be gone. Peanuts will be gone. Soy will be gone.
No red meat.
For the first couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
how long is a detox diet?
like I said, one of my favorites, the best one on the market from my standpoint, is the one that Standard Process does. And the first 5 days are the worst of it because it's basically you're taking in protein drinks, which is whey-based protein.
So it does have a protein drink.
Yeah,
Okay.
it does have a protein drink. You do have that. You can load up on that as much as you want. You do have fruits. You do have vegetables. Yeah.
So you can. Okay.
So is that also like those we hear about those cleansing diets? I guess where people drink nothing but like seaweed water for 3 days. Is that the same
nuts.
thing?
No, that's not what the Standard Process. No.
Okay.
You have a full nutritional component built around this thing. It's built to actually help strengthen your immune system. Help basically get your liver back to where it's functioning properly because everything goes through your liver. Every time you take a bite of food, no matter what you put in your body, it's going to the liver at least once.
So
I mean, it's your big filter.
No alcohol in the detox?
Yeah, there's no alcohol in the detox.
Yeah.
There are no alcohol.
I'm out.
You can't do the whole I'm going to detox
Like
on
you
beer.
said.
We're going to do a liquid diet this time.
You have
It'll
to-
work. It'll work.
You have to plan. You have to plan. Let me.
Yeah.
The problem is, you go on that liquid diet, and if you put the alcohol in that diet, then suddenly that inhibition of eating that whole chocolate cake goes away.
I will tell you one thing. If you do take a drink when you're on a detox diet,
Yeah.
one drink in, you are going to be wasted
Nice.
completely. But that
Again,
will
maybe we all
counteract
need
that counteracts the whole detox
tolerance.
aspect
Now,
of it.
this
Yeah.
is our health care
Yeah,
experience.
so-
Hey, another question I have is I always hear that when people do have like events coming up and they start these fastings and things like that, like I'm getting married in 10 days. So typically it's no knock on you, the female population, but it's typically females that do this.
Oh yeah,
to my knowledge.
It's
so
that last minute I got to get in.
when they do that, and most of them stop eating or they take diet pills and they do some of the bad detoxing that you've been talking about. Doesn't the body also it starts storing more fat on you as well because you're not...
It does whenever you're done with that.
Okay.
So you do this extreme, like 10 days of I'm just not going to eat anything. I'm going to live on caffeine and whatever, and then they turn into a bridezilla. I think that's where the whole bridezilla comes in because they're doing this wild, stupid stuff. They have nothing going in them. And like, I got to fit into that dress. I got to get in. I got to get into it. I have to get into it.
Because you do start partying even right before the
Yeah.
wedding. There's that week or two of engagement parties.
And then right after, whenever you're done with this whole wild, crazy detox thing that you're trying to do to lose weight to fit into the dress, next time you eat, oh yeah, it's going right on you. As soon as you take that sip of champagne, you have that cake smashed in your face, it's going straight to the hips.
And also
It's running. It's sprinting through your hips.
Yeah.
That's exactly where it's going. It's going to sit there.
Where's the bride? Last time I saw her, she was hugging the cake. Let me tell you what, that's my kind of wedding.
But some important factors to take in with the whole detox thing. If it's a quick 1 or 2 liquid cleanse thing, don't even bother with it. It's really not going to do a whole lot for you unless you eat a really, really healthy diet and you just want to do something to let your body relax for a weekend and you take the weekend off and do nothing. You talk to nobody, you read a book, you watch some movies, and that's it. All fruit diets are absolutely nuts because it's, fruit's great, but you got to have some other stuff going in. A weekend cleanse, like I said, is fine if your diet is very healthy. Religious fasting is already kind of pre-planned, so that works out pretty well. The other thing is if you're going to do it for a main reason, which is to change your health.
And how long?
Whatever you have in your pantry right now, you will never have in there again.
Well, on the standard process, how much weight could you lose? In a 2-week is it a 2-week program?
Yes, it's 20 days. It really depends on how much weight you have to lose.
Okay.
I mean, you could lose 10 pounds, you could lose 40.
Well, someone like me that has a lot, I would probably lose a lot because the first of it is the detox and the bloating that comes with it. That's the first thing.
So you'll see water weight come off very quickly. You'll see some excess toxins come out, and that's going to pull.
But is that going to come back quickly after 20 days?
No, because
you're getting the other nutrition.
Luckily, what happens is your you're still eating going through this thing.
Yeah.
You're not eating a whole lot in the beginning, but you start reintroducing things back into your diet. And if you put something back in your diet and your body doesn't like it, you just don't put it back in your diet anymore.
Okay.
So you get back into where you're
Well,
eating, and you start eating the diet that you're supposed to be eating. And so it's a
Would people
good
get
way
a
of
hold
doing
of
it.
you
Yeah.
then to do this? And
Actually, go see your chiropractor. If you have a chiropractor, standard process only goes through chiropractors, naturopaths. Sometimes doctors will take
Okay.
will take your products on. That's the only place you can get
But-
those.
Yeah.
And just to wrap up here, like I said, the main reason to do it is if you're going to change your life. Clean your diet up first before you do it, and plan to do it. Next week we're going to be coming back with healthcare. We're going to talk about what you need to have for healthcare as far as insurance coverage. So I'm going to have a guy here that's actually in the healthcare insurance industry. We're going to talk about if you're 20 years old, what you need. If you're 35 and you have kids, you're
Yeah, I looked
45
at
and you
his
have kids.
information. He's got a lot of different products.
If you lost your job, what kind of insurance do you need to make sure you have? If you're about to get into retirement, what do you need to have? And then we're going to talk about possible future things that may happen with insurance as well. So
And you got to plan for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is what it is. Well, that's great. And I did look at that guy's website, and he does a lot of different kind of insurance. I'm looking forward to him.
Oh yeah.
Coming on-
He's good. And he's been in the medical industry for years and years and years on all sides of it. So he's got a
Well,
really good take
you'll
on how
have
to
a
do
guest
this.
next week. Okay. Well, they can get a hold of you again at.
Just look for me on Facebook, Clint Fuquay. I'm the only one on there. There's actually only 2 of me in the entire U.S.
And you can tell. when
Yeah,
you-
I had a guy that Googled me, and he's like, "Man, you came up like first thing on there." I was like, "Yeah, no, there's only 2 Clint Fuquays in all the United States, man."
And that's with a Q.
I'm
I always
original.
want to put a Q on it.
Yeah,
It's
it's a Q. F-U-Q. There's a huge Q in the middle of it.
What on it?
I want to put a G on it, but it's
Yeah,
Q.
everybody
it's
does that.
Fuquay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's very common.
Yeah, well, there's even a director out there, Antoine Fuqua, who's made some great
Yeah.
movies, Training Day.
Yeah, so it's
stuff
Fuquay
like that, yeah.
with a Q. And so I'm gonna thank you for being here and giving us this diet. I kind of feel inspired now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check out that. Is that expensive, that stuff, the protein drink?
It's really not that pricey.
Okay, so I'll
I mean,
check it out.
compared to what you get out of it, it's
Don't
very,
most
very,
people
very,
when
very
they
inexpensive.
start this and they do make it a way of life, they just continue it?
Yeah,
And,
that's,
I mean,
that's
So you can
that's the
supplement
point.
your diet with it.
That's
It
the point.
probably
It's
is
to
a supplement.
make a complete and total change in your diet. So you don't really drink Cokes anymore after that.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Oh, and by the way, brought to you by. Okay, well, we're going to take a